Well, Andy, it's already swung round to FA Cup weekend in the season. Just how much are you and the boys looking forward to tomorrow's tie?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I mean, you've seen around the place today, there's a buzz all week. It's a nice change from the league, you know, the rigours of the league week in, week out. This is a nice opportunity to play a team from a different league and take the pressure off in one breath, but obviously make sure that we want to get our name in the hat for the draw on, I think on Monday, is it?
A lot gets said about the FA Cup, but it still does have that magic, doesn't it? We all sat in the office waiting for the draw initially. Before that draw was made, what kind of tie had you hoped for in your head?
I think, like everybody, you just want a home tie because it does, you know, affect your preparation. You go away. I mean, Hereford, I'm sure they wanted a home tie, and I've got to be honest. If we was going to Hereford, I'd have been thinking, oh, it's a long journey. So that said, I hope Hereford have a real safe journey, etc. But yeah, a home tie was all I wanted, just so we could, you know, play at home, get this place hopefully bouncing again, and get a little bit of cup magic going. And like I say, the FA Cup was really important to me.
After the anticipation of seeing the northern section of the draw, we were first out of the hat, and we got Hereford, side playing in the National League North. What kind of test are you anticipating from them?
They're a good team. Listen, the manager's an intelligent man. He'd have done his homework on us, and his team's good. They're very dangerous from set pieces. So yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game, but there's not 1 ounce of us taking Hereford lightly. I mean, they scored 4 goals last week in 28 minutes, so they're definitely a threat. I say all the time, there's no easy draws. There's not that much difference between leagues. And let's not forget, Hereford have been a league club. I keep saying that. You know, Bromley haven't been a league club. Hereford have, so they've got a good history behind them. I'm sure Ronnie Radford, the famous. You're looking at me with complete blankness now, but Ronnie Radford scored the legendary goal for them in the FA Cup. So I'm sure they'll be replaying that many times. Yeah, there's a history behind Hereford, and it'd be a tough game.
But it's another edge, I suppose, for your players to manage, because it is the first cup game of the season so far. A team that are going to be hungry to arguably cause an upset, even though it is only 1 division between the two. So I suppose a degree of maturity will be required from the off for us to set our stall and go about sustaining that unbeaten home record.
Yeah, I think you can always think that you're going to take a team lightly, or you're going to not give them the respect. That will not happen at this football club. Never will, all the time I'm here, because I've worked at all these levels, and no team will go out and roll over, particularly not Hereford. I mean, they're a powerful team, so we'll be well armed and well prepared, like we are for every game, and we'll show Hereford a lot of respect, you know, a real level of respect. But obviously we've got our own game plan, and we've got our own substance to what we're doing, and if we can execute it on the day, you know, hopefully we'll be okay.
And when we have these weekly catch-ups, we often talk about the importance of building that competitive spirit within the squad. Does the FA Cup competition allow you perhaps to make rotations, to bleed some younger players in, and I guess suppose effectively use your whole squad once more?
Yes, it can give me the opportunity to do that, but I won't be doing it. I don't mind saying that on record. I'll be picking the strongest team possible for this match. It does give you an opportunity if 1 or 2 players have been playing through niggles, so we'll look at that. But I definitely won't be resting anybody. You know, that's 100% sure, and that shows maybe the level of respect I'm giving to Hereford as well. We'll be playing our strongest team, and resting isn't an option in this game. I want to do well in it. Look, I'll be really honest with you. There was a little bit of envious last year watching Boreham have that run. And fair play to Boreham Wood and Luke, and I watched it, and I thought, yeah, I want to do that. I want to emulate that. So I have no bones about it. We might not win tomorrow, so I'm not getting carried away. But that should be our FA Cup. That's what Boreham Wood done last year. That should be what we should try and emulate.
And you've always been a manager to give young players a chance. I know it's a few of the young boys in training, some that were involved in the FA Youth Cup earlier on in the week, a 5-0 victory. The draw for that gets made this lunchtime as well. It must be very pleasing for you to have younger players as well impressing in their FA Youth Cup games.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a talent of coming through this football club, you know, at all levels, and we've kept a close eye on all of these boys. We've got a nice group out on loan, doing really well, so that will change our if we was going to have any changes, those boys, we've got them out on loan to play football now, so that helps them in their development, and just calling them back for the FA Cup would be wrong. But we have got one or two little gems up our sleeve which you may see that we'll be calling on as well. So yeah, as much as we're putting our strongest team out, there will be one or two little gems in there as well.
And we always like to focus on us and what we can do as a team. What is your key message? What do we need to do well as Bromley Football Club tomorrow to ensure that we're in the hat for Monday?
Yeah, I think we as a football club, we've been doing it. I mean, we've noticed it as a team. The crowds have been up. The energy around the place has been brilliant. I can feel the anticipation around the club now for the FA Cup. Credit to the media team. They put a show reel on the other day, which actually got me excited. And looking back over the years, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, I want to be a part of this history. And everyone knows at this club, I'm all about making history for this football club. So all of that, you know, everyone's sort of adding to that. And if I'm seeing it, I know my team are seeing it. So we just want people to come down. I know we always ask, but you know the support's been brilliant here at Hayes Lane, and we want to make sure we keep continuing that nice energy around the place.
We always talk about team, and when we say team, we don't just necessarily mean you in the first team squad. We mean behind the scenes, and we mean the supporters. Heading into mid-October, unbeaten at home is no mean feat, and it's a really good foundation again to just build that sense of togetherness, and something we're really pleased about.
Yeah, I think people on the outside probably wouldn't know, but we had a really nice meeting as a club, I felt, and I sort of made everyone, it was very important to make sure that everyone felt a part of what we're trying to achieve here, right from you know the chef to the cleaners to everybody, and what's quite nice is everyone's kept that in-house amongst us. And we all know we're on course. So you're right, the feeling's good. And when I say about the team, you're exactly right. It is a team effort from everybody at the club, and I'm big on that. You know, I want everybody to feel that we're all working for the same sort of goal. And it's funny because when we lose, I can see everyone else has lost in the office. So when I come in on a Monday, I find myself lifting other people because I think they think, well, we've lost as well. But that's good. We win together and we lose together, and hopefully, you know, with any success, we all have it together. And I think we showed that last year with Wembley and how we celebrated after.